Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm Gamesplaining Camel Up. So it's been a year since I did the Gamesplanation for Camel Up and Camel Up cards. What do I think of them? Do I still like them? Have I played them? The answer is yes, I've played Camel Up once. No, I have not played Camel Up cards since doing the video. When I've looked at the games, I have looked at Camel Up cards and gone, no, I don't really feel like playing that. In fact, I think that Camel Up cards, while it uses the similar ideas and similar function as Camel Up, I don't think it's anywhere near as good a game. And I find that the main game of Camel Up is not, the space is not really changed dramatically. Yes, there is a difference in space, but because the way Camel Up cards lays out where you're laying a track out, you actually need a fair distance, and then there's a whole bunch of cards that need to go above and below that board so you can choose what you're doing. With Camel Up, it has a board which isn't too dissimilar in size from Camel Up cards. And so the only reason to play the card game usually is because I don't have enough space for the main game. I think going the main game is actually not necessarily a bad idea at the moment. Now, since I did the video of Camel Up, there has been a new version come out which has a plastic pyramid for the dice, and there's a few other little differences in the game, which is fine. I've got the original. I still like the original, so I'm going to stick with it. I don't think that there's enough of a difference for me to try and get rid of this and get the new version, or get the new version to sit next to the old version. I think they're relatively the same game. I find with Camel Up that people are going to fall into one of two categories. Either they're going to play it and really like it and enjoy their time playing it, or they're going to play it and be really grumpy about it and not like it at all. Camel Up is one of those games that I know for a fact that if I bring it out with my wife, she's going to look at me and go, what are you doing? Why would you pull that out? You know I dislike that game. But I've also got other friends who, as soon as you get the word camel out, you don't even need to finish the title of the game. They're, yes, we're playing that, and that's really cool. There's this, I don't know. It might just be the thinkiness of the gambling or the thinkiness of the math that separates the two groups. But I haven't found very many people who are just in there like, oh, Camel Up, yeah, that's okay. Oh, I guess I'll play it. There's a few, but I find that we either hit one of the two extremes. I really like Camel Up. I think it's a game that I would like to play as much as other games are around. If someone's in the room who hasn't played much, Camel Up's probably going to come out. It works very well with a larger group, and it's quite a relatively easy game to kind of get your head around and to make decisions. What you do need to be aware of, though, is playing with a larger group, you're going to get far less choice on what you can do. So the gambling on which camel's going to be at the end, at the front when we get to the end of this leg, is not necessarily as good an idea as just literally pulling out one of the dice. There's it's kind of hard. You kind of got to pick your timing is probably the best way to say it for which one you're going to go for, because you're only going to get a couple of goes each leg in the larger version of the game. If you're only playing with a handful of people, then you can kind of fall back on other ways of making income and all that other really good stuff. Look, I'll leave it there. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you can't remember Camel Up or you haven't seen Camel Up, please go ahead and watch my Gamesplanation to get a feel for the game and see if there are games that you would like. If it is a game that you would like, then obviously please go ahead. Get the new copy of Camel Up. I wouldn't mind having a go of it at some stage. I haven't come across anyone who's brought it out, but that's the circles I'm traveling in. They're just a lot of the new stuff. So if you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.